Good morning, everybody. So here we go. This video is basically me committing to myself and committing to you, even though you probably don't care, but essentially putting it out there for accountability purposes. Okay, so where to begin? This year has just been a blur. I mean, this whole summer's just flown by between all the process that's involved in buying a house, lots of dog sitting where I've been away basically almost half the time that we've owned this new house, and running has very, very seriously suffered in the last few months. I've essentially done no running. And it's something that I'd like to do. It's obviously something that I like to do. So, but for whatever reason, just with everything else that was going on and just some other interests also kind of creeping up, what do you do, right? Like sometimes things just happen and you find yourself having not gone for a run for a week or 2 weeks or whatever it is. And so I'd been thinking about, okay, how do I reignite? How do I rearrange and how do I repurpose sort of this whole love for running and desire to be a runner? And so I thought back to 2018 when I did my yearly run streak. I ran every day in 2018. I ran a minimum mile. So, get out for 10 minutes. It doesn't matter what the weather's like, you can still get that done. It's a little bit tougher here in Canada, I think, to do a run streak than somewhere where you don't experience harsh winters and such, but that's okay, got it done. I ended up running 2 marathons that year. I averaged like over 7 kilometers per day, so almost 4.5 miles per day, even though I did only do a minimum mile. And it just felt amazing to do that. Sure, there were days where I wasn't really feeling it, but mentally I feel like 2018 was just this growth point, this turning point for me, and there were so many benefits to doing that run streak above and beyond just the physical benefits of getting that fit. So I'd always kind of said that I would never do a run streak again, or maybe not, if I was going to, maybe it wouldn't be a year, or who knows, right? But I've been thinking about it more and more, and man, I feel like that is the motivation and that's the kick that I kind of need, because I can honestly say that almost right away from the beginning of 2019, when I just didn't have that sort of daily purpose and drive, my running has suffered ever since. I mean, I've really been not much of a runner in the last 3 years. Now, I was dealing with some injury, had a significant kind of Achilles and ankle issue that had plagued me for, the best part of a year. So, I do need to consider that as well. But I don't know, I feel like my motivation to work around those obstacles probably wasn't as high because I didn't really have anything going on. And then of course with the pandemic and all of the rest and just not having as many races and events to plan for, it just, I don't know, it just kind of fizzled and faded. So I was thinking about it the other day. I finished reading a book. Let's see here, I'm actually gonna grab that. I finished reading this book again. This took me almost 2 years to read this damn book. It's a 200-page book. I mean, like Jamie and I joke about this. We both just love to read. We both want to read, and we both have read tons in our lifetime. It would be nothing for me to, when this series of books by Robert Jordan was still new, like when these, fantasy adventures books from the Sword of Truth and Wheel of Time series, a couple that I would read a lot, when these were new or when I was burning through these, it would be nothing for me to go through like a 700-page book in a day or two, no problem. Like the first time I read through this series, when the new book would come out, I would basically just start one morning, finish it that night, just, or like pull an all-nighter. I remember this one time, my grandmother was living with us at the time, and we just pulled an all-nighter. We watched the Star Wars trilogy, and while doing that, I also read 3 of these books in like a 24-hour period. And for some reason, this Running with the Mind of Meditation book took me almost 2 years. So anyway, back to my point. I finished this book. This is an amazing book by Sakyong Mifam. I'm butchering that, I know, and I apologize, but this guy's like the leader of the Shambhala community and an avid runner, and has put just a beautiful, beautiful book together here about running with the mind of meditation and lessons for training the body and mind and how that all really works together. And I absolutely resonate with that message. It makes perfect sense to me. And I finished that book and I thought to myself, you know what? Okay, I need to really just reflect on this and just, get my shit together, basically. So, after thinking about it for a couple of days and just allowing myself to not, have made a terrible snap decision, I have agreed with myself that I'm going to do another run streak. And I'm going to start it on October 1st. I'm not going to wait till the new year. Might be a little bit harder, I think, where I haven't been running a whole lot, to start on January 1st, even though it does kind of make sense to do January 1st to December 31st. I'm going to start on October 1st. I'm still just going to keep the minimum mile per day. And I just feel like, and Jamie raised a good point here as well, like, we're living in this nice community. It's a nice, quiet community that there's basically no traffic unless you're someone who lives here or you've got a reason to be here, because it's just this almost like a subdivision type thing, entire community really though, that's off the main road, and no one has any reason to be here. So it's a great place to run. So many just nice quiet streets, lots of hills, yes, but some also relatively flat areas that I can plan a route if I want. So I've got this great area to run, as well as down on the other side of the road, which is a decommissioned military base. I've got this just almost abandoned life after humans place to go running, including a track that is starting to, well, no, it's pretty much overgrown. Like, it is a dirt track, but the grass has come up, but you can still see like where the track is. It's just it is a little bit overgrown, but they do keep it mowed and they do keep it maintained. It's just essentially never run on, but I think it'd still be fine. And it would be soft. It would be a little bit more like a grass track, but still with that dirt underlay. So it's still probably good if I needed to do a workout and one of the track that's really handy, half mile from the house. And also another great point is I'm working from home now on a permanent basis. So unless I have something that I need to go do as far as a house sitting or dog sitting job where I'm working from someone else's place and need to plan a run there, I'm working from home. So I've got more time because I don't need to worry about commuting. If I really wanted to run at lunchtime and take a little bit of extra time at my lunch, I mean, it's, I'm on salary. It's a perfectly flexible situation where unless I have something that needs to be done at, say, 11:30, I could technically start my run for an hour and, just make up that half an hour, like in the morning, in the afternoon, whatever, like, it's not like I'm punched into some sort of thing that's tracking my every movement. I'm in a good situation, so it's a great opportunity to take advantage of that and also, boost the running situation. So anyway, October 1st, it's going to be day one of what is intended to be a year-long run streak. See how it goes, but that is the plan. And, there's a good chance that I'm going to get to October 2022 and be like, well, I'm just going to finish out the year and it's going to end up a 15-month run streak anyway. And who knows? Maybe I'll keep it going from there. We'll see where where it leads. But honestly, at this point, I just feel like I need that motivation, and not just for the physical aspect of getting out and running and getting fit again and stuff. I mean, I still feel pretty fit, even though I don't have the same cardio. Also, I got a treadmill here now. I've got space for that. So we've got the workout area. I've got a treadmill. So, any really just crappy days, I can run inside. I don't really enjoy running on the treadmill any more than, say, like 5K can be brutal. But if I just need to get my mile in or something, it's no problem to do so. So anyway, there we are. run streak. So I'm going to try to balance that with some other things, and I'm going to be trying to do just more in life of, which is, more reading, regular yoga and meditation, just making time for relaxed things like, my video game collection, which is just right through there. All of these things that I just want to do, and you've just got to make time for it. I could make excuses and keep scrolling on my phone aimlessly and uselessly and doing absolutely nothing but filling my head with nonsense from social media for an hour or two a day, or I could use that time to succeed in my goals of incorporating some good, fun, mental and physical activity. So there you have it. You get to hold me accountable, and you get to call me out if I'm lagging behind, shall we say. So I'm accountable now. It's happening. All right, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.